Hey there, Virgo. Thanks for joining me. So we have the Ten of Swords, the High Priestess, the Four of Summer. God, this card keeps coming up. Two of Swords, and the Empress. So you guys have, some of you may be coming, having not had the best start to the year, perhaps, and finally coming to a point with this Ten of Swords, this Ten of Winter, where you're done. You are done with something, you are putting it to rest, and you're moving on, and you're not living that way, dealing with that situation, dealing with that person, putting yourself down. You're have zero tolerance to something. It's hit rock bottom, and you're leaving it there, and you're moving on. You're not dealing with it anymore. You've had it. It's just mentally driving you crazy, and you're just done with it. And it's like a light switch, click. You just turned it off, and you're moving forward. So I think that, is like what the Magician too is like. You're done and you're moving forward, and you know where you're going. So let me read what the Doreen has for the Magician. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Absolutely. And the Ten of Swords says, a resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. So you're just done with something. You're enough. You're just, it's like, whatever the straw that breaks the camel's back, it doesn't even have to be a big event, but for some reason, it's the moment things click, and you just know you're done with it, and you're never going back. And covering it, another card influencing your current situation is the High Priestess. So this is about listening to your intuition, things coming to the surface. So something may be revealed that triggers this Ten of Swords. You may find something out. You may uncover something. But she's very intelligent. She holds knowledge. The book is open. So things are going to be revealed to you. And to really trust your intuition, meditate, go within. And I think that's going to help you bring up this Magician energy to figure out where to go forward from here. Because it can be, this Ten of Swords can be, yes, I know I'm done, but geez, where am I going to go now? So going within can help you make that plan. And things hadn't been great for some of you because we have the Four of Cups, and this is just about knowing something is not right. You don't feel good. There's just discontent. You're just not, something doesn't feel right. And sometimes you can't even necessarily put your finger on it, but you know that there's more out there for you, and you're just having trouble manifesting it. So no more. You guys aren't going to have any trouble manifesting things this month. You are going to be all about action. So what does she say? Being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity. Taking someone or something for granted. Discontentment with life. So I feel like it's more like you have been taken advantage of, but maybe you've been putting yourself in a compromising situation, and you finally know you deserve better, but we're moving forward. So that High Priestess is going to be important because it's going to be a little bit difficult to make a decision. Sometimes making decisions are so tough because, for example, with a relationship, yes, we can look for red flags and listen to our gut feeling like the High Priestess, but sometimes you just don't know how a relationship is going to be with someone else or a company, a work relationship, any sort of relationship until you actually are in the relationship. Like, you don't know unless you just do it and see how it works out. So you can't always make decisions with complete confidence because there's some things you just don't know. There's no certainty for the outcome. But you do need to make a decision. And you have the Magician. Let's see what it says. Indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. And I think that might be a big theme for you. Maybe you've been living to please others and it hasn't been benefiting you, and you finally have that 10 of Swords aha moment, like, I'm not happy and I'm doing everything to make someone else happy and they're still not happy. This is ridiculous. I need to move forward. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. If someone is in an abusive situation, that's often where you find yourself. It's like your head tells you you shouldn't deal with it, but for some reason you feel connected to another person or even a job, a situation. And it's hard to, because we're carrying good people, to be that 10 of Swords and say, yep, enough. But you guys are going to get the strength to do it. And so the Empress is next, and this is all about, she's Mother Earth. She's grounded. So you're going to get very grounded, is going to help you move forward and to nurture things. So don't force things. You make a decision, but then allow yourself time to heal. Allow yourself to grow and develop into this new person you're becoming once you've put an end to these some destructive influence that's been in your life. So just nourish yourself, nurture yourself and those around you, and use the Magician energy, but gently, in a gentle manner. Let's see what Doreen says. Time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. So this is really going to make you, I almost see this as like luxury, like an internal luxury, like feeling safe and feeling happy. It is a luxury, I've been appreciating that. Okay, so the 5 of Summer. You may still have some residual grief and things to process from this 10 of Swords situation, which is very normal and healthy. You need to go through the process of grieving, of leaving something behind, even if it wasn't good for you, and moving on. It is a process. So allow yourself to go through that process, but try not to get stuck in the process. Make sure you are moving through it. And so check in with someone. Maybe check in with this. Maybe this Empress person is going to be a real person that's going to help you and nurture you and guide you, but keep you nicely moving forward so you don't get stuck in the 5 of Cups energy. I said, trust that there's a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. For some of you, counseling may be very helpful to make sense of the situation and move forward. And then you guys are going to come out the Emperor, the leader in your own life. Really looking at the big picture, really coming into your own. The Emperor and the Magician together are super powerful. So you're going to be coming out in charge of your life, leading yourself, being the person that you look up to, looking up to yourself, and being feeling really proud of yourself for coming out of a difficult situation in some part of your life, and knowing you can trust yourself to lead you in the right direction moving forward. Let's see what. Use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized. A firm but compassionate leader. Learning to be assertive. That's a great skill. Actually, Doreen Virtue has a good video on assertiveness that everyone should watch, especially if you've been in some sort of potentially abusive situation. So thank you. I think I'm going to leave it there. Really making healthy choices is what I'm seeing this month, and leaving it feeling much more in control of what's going on, and in a much more happier state of being that is setting you up for lots of success. So I really appreciate all your support, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.